Hello, Hornets, and welcome to this morning's dose of Beech Grove Student News. I'm Joshua Hackelman.
And I'm Emily Johnson. Today we are going to take a look at your next year's class officials, spring spec, and AB Honor Roll.
And how the National Honor Society is saving coins to donate to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.
And as always, sports with Garrett Norcross. But first, let's take a look at your weekly weather forecast with Kate Harper.
Thank you. Good morning, students, and welcome to your daily forecast. Today, the high is 76 with a low of 54 with a 20% chance of rain. Wednesday will be partly cloudy with a high of 82 and a low of 67. Thursday will be quite wet with thunderstorms throughout the day with a high of 70 and a low of 52. And Friday will consist of isolated thunderstorms with a high of 58 and a low of 43. This weekend's weather is looking rather chilly, so make sure to grab your hoodies before you leave the house. That is it for this week's weather forecast. Back to you guys at the desk.
You know, Josh, we had a whole election show where we showed all the videos of everybody wanting to campaign. So when are we going to find out who won?
Well, Emily, Miss Petty just gave us the winners. Let's take a look.
For the class of 2022, your class reps for the future sophomore class are Matthew Pettigrew, Riley Jeffries, and Desiree Cruz. For your treasurer, Kristen Lamb, secretary, Rihanna Shaw, your vice president will be Sophie Simon, and your 2019-2020 sophomore president will be Colin White.
For the class of 2021, the class representatives are Grace Randall and Juliet Kaufman. Class treasurer is Lily Turner. Class secretary is Gabby Van. The vice president is Alexa Peak. And your class president for your junior year will be Aaron Reihart.
For the future senior class of 2020, your class representatives are Serenity Moore and Cody Boone. Your class treasurer is Bree Mills, secretary is Alexis Burgess, your vice president will be Dominic Wilburn, and your 2019-2020 senior class president will be Lindsay Glover.
Congratulations to all of the winners of the 2019-2020 election. Make sure to keep in contact with Mrs. Petty to hear about the first meeting and any other important dates that might be coming up. The AB Honor Roll Pizza Party was last Monday, and Beech Grove's integrity really got showed. John Pastiano's got more on the story.
The AB Honor Roll Pizza Party was last Monday, and things had an unfortunate turn of events. The Honor Roll Pizza Party is for students who have kept the AB Honor Roll for the semester, and students are awarded for all their hard work with a delicious pizza from Jets. Students in A Lunch enjoyed their pizza, but B Lunch was surprised when they were brought Jets pizza boxes filled with school pizza. Here's what Spencer Chapman had to say.
So I stood there for about 15 minutes waiting for pizza, and then when they brought me the pizza, it was school lunch pizza in a Jets pizza box.
I then talked to Anna Marie Passianos to get more credibility on the story.
So when I got to lunch, I had to wait like a while, and then the lunch ladies came from the kitchen with boxes of Jets pizza, but they had school pizza inside the Jets boxes.
Many students think there should be a refund for the students that had to eat B Lunch. Let us know on our Twitter at BG Student News. I'm John Pastiano signing off from Bgsn.
Do you have any loose change laying around and don't know what to do with it? Here's Alexis Whiteman on what you can do with it.
The National Honor Society is having yet again another fundraiser called Pennies for Patients. I talked to Alexis Burgess and Rebecca Lamb on what exactly this is funding.
Pennies for Patients is an organization that benefits the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and so we're going to be doing a reverse penny war.
I also asked what exactly the rules are.
Alright, for the rules for the reverse penny war, any silver coins or dollar bills count points for your I-Succeed, and there'll be bins in every I-Succeed that you can put your money in. And any pennies take away points, so you want to put pennies in another I-Succeed's classroom, and then on the I-Succeed with the most points in their bin gets some kind of treat.
Through today till May 17th, be sure to bring any loose change that you have. Remember, silver coins such as quarters, dimes, and nickels are positive points, and pennies are negative points. You can put these silver coins in the designated box for your I-Succeed and the pennies in someone else's. This has been Alexis Whiteman from Beech Grove Student News. Back to you guys at the desk.
Now we're going to throw it over to my good buddy Garrett Norcross for today's update on the latest sports news.
Thanks, Josh. Good morning, Hornets. Tonight, girls track will have their Marion County meet, and the boys track team will have their Marion County meet tomorrow. Tonight, both the varsity baseball and the varsity softball will host the Lutheran Saints. Tomorrow, boys golf will have a meet at Triton Central. Both the baseball and softball teams will travel to Cecina. There is a boys tennis call-out meeting tomorrow in Coach Carter's room. In NBA news, James Harden and the Rockets took on Durant and the Warriors in Game 4 last night. Golden State started slow, but got things going late with Curry dropping 30 and Durant scoring 34. Green had a double-double with 15 points. For Houston, Harden carried with 38 points and 10 rebounds for a double-double. Eric Gordon helped with 20. PJ Tucker helped out with a double-double as well and 17 points. They won 112-108, and Game 5 will be on Thursday in Oakland. For the Eastern game last night, the Bucks and Celtics played in Boston for Game 4. The Bucks did very well offensively the whole game, and with Boston's lack of effort on defense, they would lose and receive boos from the fans. Kyrie led in scoring with 23, but only shot 7 for 22 after telling reporters he would not shoot bad again. Horford had 20 and Tatum added 17. Their bench could have led to the loss, only scoring 7 points. Giannis dropped 39 in an explosive performance and got 16 rebounds. They would win and take the 3-1 series lead, where they would travel back home to Milwaukee for Game 5. This past Friday, the Beech Grove track team traveled to Speedway High School for the ICC Conference. There were a lot of winners at this conference and many records broken. Here I am with more on the meet.
Starting off with Maya Crawford and Romia Eccles going 1 and 2 as conference champ and runner-up in the 100-meter dash. The girls 4x100 were conference champs as well. Josh Fryer broke the school record, which he previously owned, in shot put, winning both shot put and discus. Romia Eccles set the ICC championship and school record in the 200-meter dash. Her brother Romeo Eccles also had a fantastic night, becoming conference champ in the 200-meter dash while breaking a 64-year-old school record. Jared Burns was conference champ in pole vault, and the boys 4x4 were conference champions. The boys team last year placed 5th, and this year they were able to pick up 2nd, which is an insane jump. The girls team was able to place 3rd, which was a great accomplishment as well. Coach Taft was very proud of his athletes and their accomplishments, and here is what he is doing to prepare for meets coming up.
So this week we have Marion County meet, and it's a very tough meet. It's probably the toughest county meet in the entire state. So we will kind of continue just business as usual there. Next week we have the sectional. That's where we'll start to move people around and put them in positions where we think they can get to the regional and then eventually the state meet after that.
Even though the boys and girls teams were not able to get first, they still showed a lot of growth, and they have had many individual accomplishments to be proud of. From the track, I'm Garrett for Bgsn.
As the school year comes to an end, so is the girls' tennis season. Tiana spoke with Mackenzie Poindexter on how her senior season is going.
As the school year comes to an end, so does tennis season. I spoke with senior Mackenzie Poindexter on more with how her senior season is going so far.
If you're thinking about joining tennis, I would say do it. We have conditioning in the summer and sometimes in the winter, and it's just a good way to make new friends and get involved with something. And it's very laid back, and they teach you how to play if you've never played before, so it's pretty fun and easy. So our last match we lost. It was against Ben Davis, and our next game is Thursday, which is actually senior night. It is home at, I believe, 5 o'clock. Senior night starts at 4:45, and we are playing Mooresville. So next year I am going to Ball State, and I will be studying psychology. When I graduate, I'll miss the bonds that I've made with people on the team, because we have gotten very close this year. And yeah, it's just been fun.
That's all for today's Daily Show of BGSN. I'm Joshua Happelman.
And I'm Emily Johnson. Have a terrific Tuesday, Hornets.